YouTube, it's your man Kontroversii coming back at y'all with yet another video. And today we're actually be discussing episode 9 of Kosher Concepts with Kontroversii, featuring a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
It's your boy. Now let me stop. It's Colonel Joshua Higgins, freshman. My name is marketing major from Smithfield, Virginia, but it's Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a little hard show for y'all. Y'all can just call me Josh.
You ain't have to brag on you like that. No, but I wanted him specifically for this episode because he's someone that is extremely active on campus. And for today's episode, man, I want to discuss like mental health, mental illness, and anxiety, because that's obviously what all college students, that's a very relevant topic in today's day and age. So before we even get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the gang. Let me know what videos you guys would like to see next. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. See, like all this conversation right now, I'm cutting out. I already keep it in, it don't matter. It's up to whatever I want to do. On campus, like I said earlier, man, you're someone that's super active on campus. How do you kind of like maintain your own personal balance? Because different people have different ways of doing it.
A lot of people will just get involved just for the sake of getting involved. But
right.
I think it's more important if you do like, instead of having your hands in 10 different pots, have your hand in 3 pots and really like making something out of it, like really having an impact. And you want to make sure that just like as we are stitching to like plan out our day when it comes to like, I know I gotta go to this class from 2 to 5. And I know I gotta go from this obligation, this meeting. You should do the same thing for like your mental health and like time for yourself. So you be like, okay, between 3 and 4 on Mondays, I know that's me time. Like, I only do what I want to do, or maybe I take a nap during that time. So it's like you have to really focus on what you want to do and like making sure that like you having those times throughout your day or throughout your week where you just focusing on self, whether it be like some mornings I wake up, I do like, if I'm not feeling good, my spirit feel like kind of weird, I might meditate. Some days I'll like just read a little bit, and I like, cause I like poetry, so I read a poetry book or something like that. It's little things like that you don't think has an impact, but the more consistently you do it and the more often you like take care of yourself in that way, feed your mind or whatever, then you'll be straight. I definitely like had to really think about that, and it wasn't easy. It's definitely not an easy process, especially like when you get involved as soon as you get to college or even in high school.
For sure.
I had to like really, train myself, listen to other people, and nobody ever has it all figured out like after my classmate. So
like me personally, because again, like I'm active on campus too. It's just a matter of like, because I agree with you. I feel like people really do need to hone in and focus on like those self-care days or those mental health days. So it's like, if you've been going to class for like a month straight, it's like, I'm not encouraging y'all to skip class, but it's like, if you need that day, if you're breaking down mentally, physically, bro, if you need that time and space, like take that time and space. A lot of people are, especially like me, myself, I just push through. Like even yesterday, I told you, like I was supposed to be at work yesterday from 1 to 5, right out of class. I didn't go because I personally needed a mental health day. And I was like, you know what, I need to take this time to just focus on myself, relax, reset, detox. And it's like, people don't take that amount of time, which is why we have so many people who are constantly visiting counselors and visiting psychiatrists and stuff like that, when really those things could have been prevented from the jump had they just taken a day or two to just be like, hey, you know what, let me focus on myself.
And your body gonna tell you when you stressed out, when you get into an end.
For sure.
And you don't want to get to a point where you burn out. Like it's very easy for us humans to burn out. Like when people are like, oh yeah, I only had 3 hours of sleep last night. I'm not bragging. I'd rather, like if it's, I need that at least like 6 to 8. Like I cannot function on 3 hours of sleep. That's not good for my body. It's not good for my mind. And you don't want to get to a point where you like literally can't do nothing and you break down in the worst moment. So it's definitely important to prioritize this. Right. And I was gonna ask you because you work and go to school. Yeah. So I don't know. Like
I'm a little bit different.
I'm a little bit different.
Of that.
No, it's a different. Like you different. Because like I work, but like so I work with Hillside newspaper, and like it's more so of a media thing, and I work from home, and I walk around the store, and that's what they're gonna put at it. But you have like a shit, and I know like I didn't even like working over break. I was like, this is dead. But I'm saying like you like go to class, but I gotta work here, and you gotta have a self-discipline because you make your own schedule. So like that all goes into like playing to your mental strength as well.
Right.
Having that discipline upon yourself. So I think we both doing fire things in our own different worlds. It's a matter of the people that you think are doing probably the best also have the same, if not worse, struggles. And we trying to figure it out ourselves. All we do is share it to y'all and try to prevent y'all from making the same mistakes that we did.
I don't know why I hate this, because like you say like you need like typically 6 to 7 hours of sleep. I can make it a week like lasting every day off of like 5 hours, but that's my absolute minimum. When I absolutely need to do it, I can for like a week straight. But after that, like it needs to be consistently 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep. Because it's like there's nothing wrong with like even though that's more about your like physical health, if you need to cut that like your sleep short a little bit to be more productive, do that. Just don't make it a habit, because people make it a habit, and like you said, they burn out very quickly. And I realized that about myself too, which was like yesterday. Dude, like I was going through it. Like this week was trash. This
I know,
week
and it was
sucks for
supposed to
me.
be a short, smooth week.
It was.
And it was one of the
nuts.
most stressful weeks I ever had. So that's
We had a 3-day weekend. I came back thinking, okay, I'm cool, and then it's like, nah, bro. Like Tuesday beat my behind, Wednesday beat my behind, Thursday was on me, and I was just like, yeah. Friday, I was like, nah, I'm clocking out. A lot of people also don't take the time to like get a set schedule. So like, what impact does that have, like, of simply writing down an agenda? What impact does that have on like your anxiety, your sanity as a person, and like overall, again, just being more balanced and composed as an individual?
Literally, it's like when my friend showed me her planner, I was like, I have to cop this because it's the best thing I've ever seen. But like the impact it has on me is like, my mind's always like running. So I know when I keep things on paper, when I put things on paper or like show it, when I put it on my planner, it gets it out of my head, and I won't have to be thinking like, oh, I need to remember these 10 things, and I gotta do this, and I know this is at this time. I need to put it on paper so I can be like, all right, empty my brain.
For sure.
Like, I got it right here. I keep referring. I can check it off. Like, give my brain or my mental little rewards throughout the day to say I completed something. So I'm a planner person. I need a planner.
I feel function. I'm similar. Do I need one to function? No, just because like my brain, I don't know why I automatically categorize stuff in terms of priority. But I much rather, like, I much prefer having a plan. Like first semester, like literally, like I feel like for a good chunk of it, at least 2/3 of the semester, I was very like agenda oriented, which was great for me because I had a plan. I was writing everything out.
That's me this semester. First semester I did not run.
No, first semester I did for like, again, like 2/3 of it. Now I don't because I left it back home, and I was like, dang, so I gotta have another one or I gotta get it mailed here. But during those times, like bro, I was literally waking up at 6 a.m. Like I'd write my schedule the night before every day. And I'd be like 6 a.m. run in the morning, 8 a.m. class, 10 a.m. class. And then after that, I wasn't doing work study back then, so I'd actually make time. So like when I film, I'd be like, okay, film between 2 and 3, or write down a video idea or something, do something like that. And it's like, I was so productive because of those habits. And it's like now, am I still productive? Absolutely, because I have to be. But it's just having a plan to make your life so much easier. And I feel like I wish more people took advantage of that resource. Because a lot of people don't. They're like, oh, I'm so stressed, I'm so this. One of the first things I ask them is like, do you have an agenda? Do you have a plan? They're like, no. I'm like, well, you need to get one to make your life so much easier.
Facts. I'm so glad I got one for real.
What about like anxiety? What encompasses like anxiety of itself? Like what for you like makes you get to that breaking point where it's like, man, like I don't know if I can do it?
Yeah, so like I've definitely hit that point sometimes. I think it's a matter of usually when I'm not using some source to whether vent or get something off my chest, or like I'm not like when I'm not taking the mental health days, when I'm not doing things I want to do, when it's no longer fun for me. Like whenever I feel like that's when I usually hit my breaking point with certain things. And like I do my best to not try to hit that point, because then I'll either like shut down completely and then people be like, what's going on? Just like I won't care about nothing. Or I'll hit a point where I'm just like I go through my day like, oh, I missed a meeting, whatever. Like, I didn't do this, whatever. Like I can't get to that point because I know that would be to my detriment. So
me as a person, like you, I'm not prone to anxiety. So it's like, cause I've never been in like a depressive state, but it does happen. And when it does happen, I tend to get into like this very lockdown mode where it's like I kind of shut people off for a cool minute and be like, yo, I just need to do this and do that. But that's also a dangerous thing to play with, because at the same time, you need to be open enough to allow people to be like, hey bro, you need to relax, or hey, you need to like focus on this stuff, but like calm down, you're gonna get it done. And you need those words of encouragement. But, like,
I figured out there was a healthy way to do that. Like,
absolutely.
Like it's not even about like, instead of like, cause I used to have my sad episodes as I call them, but like it wasn't about like shutting everybody out. It's about like, okay, taking time to yourself, but allowing the people that you know care about you, in. So like maybe you don't know what you don't know what you're gonna get from somebody else, or you don't know what you need to hear at the moment that maybe you can't think of, or you're not in the state of mind to like see that light at the end of the tunnel. So
definitely,
like I guess my version of like anxiety, I guess, is when I let a lot of things build up and I'm anxious about like getting something done, or if I'm gonna be able to do it, or is my future gonna work out, layout, stuff like that, and I just get into this snowball of sorts. But I just gotta remember to ground myself. Like think about all the things, like day, just like one day. Just think about like how much stuff did I stress about that I can't control. It's like I'd rather just go with the flow of things and figure out how I'm gonna navigate, or how I gotta go throughout my day, instead of just stressing about things that I have no impact on.
For sure. You can answer one of two questions. Because for me, it's like, I can't relate to people who have depression. I can understand it because I'm like, you know what? Like, different people go through different things. But answer one of these two questions. It's like, A, how do you, obviously prevent yourself from experiencing that? And if not that question, how, as someone who doesn't really experience depression, how are you supposed to handle someone else who does?
mine, because I don't like defining other people's experiences.
Yeah.
Mine was just like, it was a constant state of like down and out and not really caring and back and forth in my household. Like things were down bad in my house, and like just my state of mind, I didn't know who I was. I was just really down bad. And so like throughout my like journey, like even through high school and now in college, I guess I would just say it took me to really like step back and figure out what were the main issues of my life that were causing my constant state of like snowballing. Early on, like my relationship with my father, my relationship with my mother and my godmother, keeping a sense of self, whether it be in my school, like things I do now was not like popping back in middle school and high school, like all the little high school, middle school problems that you have, but it was a constant like thing of like, I was never like, I wasn't smiling enough, I wasn't happy enough. So when it comes to preventing that, I would say it isn't about, I don't think it's about preventing it, but it's more so recognizing and being aware of yourself. Being that was me at one time, I would say like offer help, offer, you know, yourself, you know, whether it be, it's not always about giving somebody advice, but sometimes it's about letting somebody just, you know, talk to you, use you as a source. Sometimes like, you know, it's not healthy to always dump, you know, onto somebody else and expect them to absorb all those issues. But sometimes like, some people just want to let somebody hear them, and some people want the advice. So just offer yourself, you know, in a healthy way, and don't try to like, you know, dictate them to say like, well, you don't need to be depressed if you do this, or they're like,
no, that's toxic. I hate that.
Yeah, staying in tune with like what they're asking for, and just, you know, opening yourself, but not, you know, being overbearing about it.
So for me personally, in terms of avoiding that state, it's like I just try to stay grounded in myself, grounded in the things that, you know, are higher than me, more important than me, bigger than me especially. And then in terms of helping others, again, I tend to relay my faith a lot, but again, a lot of my friends aren't believers. So in that case, like you said, I just tend to lend an ear, lend a hand whenever possible. That makes me feel better as a person, just being there. Because honestly, I love to talk. Y'all know that by now, but it's like, I don't always have to talk to show that I appreciate you. Like I said, sometimes just sitting there, listening to you, watching you break down, like, that honestly makes me feel more wholesome as a person, and it makes me feel better as a friend and a genuine person, because I care about you enough to sit here, watch you go through that, and at the end of it, I'll be like, hey, you know what, I still love you, keep your head up. So yeah, I think we can call that the end. We got a lot of good footage, I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyway, man, I appreciate you for helping me out. Y'all don't understand, man, this is like my best friend on campus. It's like, it's weird, because like we hardly see each other on campus because both our schedules conflict, but it's like, anytime that I need him, or anytime that like we just want to link up, we do, and it's like, we link up when we need to.
We talk like a month, but then you come back, it's right where you left off.
It's the same energy. Because I see him less than anyone else, but it's like, by far, you still the closest person to me on campus. So it's just like, we're on the same wavelength, always, anytime. So we just pick up wherever we start. So again, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna call it at the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys like this video and enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the gang. Let me know what videos you guys would like to see next. I appreciate y'all. Much love, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.